The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Don Thornton Cadillac, Pepsi, River Spirit, TTCU, The Credit Union, Bill Knight Ford, and St. Francis Health System. And now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Frank Haith Show. I'm Bruce Howard, joined by the head coach of the Golden Hurricane, Frank Haith. And hey, you're on a roll, 3 in a row. What have you been doing well lately?
Well, first of all, I think we played better defense. We've rebounded the ball, and that's first and foremost. But, we're just finding a way. Since Daquan went down without him, other guys have found a way to pick up losing him, and we're playing well as a team.
Well, and the good thing is, after the big win against Kansas State, you consolidated that by winning at home, right?
We did. A big win against Prairie in the middle of exams. Didn't play as well. We had the big lead in the second half. We let it cut. They actually cut it all the way down to 1. But then we finished very well the other night against a good Manhattan team. I thought we played extremely well.
So the Hurricane now at 7-4 and getting ready for their final non-league game coming up on Tuesday against Oklahoma State. During our show, we'll have highlights of Prairie View, Manhattan, and also we'll go baseline to baseline with Elijah Joyner, and along with some other features as well. That's on the Frank Haith Show. Back on the Frank Haith Show, and Coach, after the big win over Kansas State, it was important for you to hold serve at home, wasn't it?
It really was. You don't want to have a big win like that and you come back and have a letdown at home. And I thought our guys, we started exams that week, and we came in and we played a scrappy Prairie View A&M team. I mean, those guys are very competitive. Yeah,
the Panthers certainly came to play and played very well, and the Golden Hurricane matched that. In fact, had a big lead in the second half. Let's take a look at highlights. And in the early going, it's a 2-0 Prairie View A&M lead. But Corey Henderson had a good week for you.
He did, and he's starting to shoot that ball with confidence. And and since he's been in the starting lineup, his numbers have really improved.
And of course, that shot there misses, but Junior E2 with really a terrific week as well for you. He's been so solid.
Yeah, that's great patience there, and we call that kickstand. He had his kickstand down, pivoted, and got that shot up over their defenders.
Jaleel Wheeler knocking down his first three-pointer of the year. He had missed his first 5, and he makes that one.
Yeah, that's good to see. And I think he's starting to shoot the ball better and get back to where he played a little bit from an offensive standpoint last year.
And able to duck to the left of a screen, and Corey Henderson pops that one for you.
Prairie played defense a unique way. They really went under all ball screens, which allowed us to get some open jump shots. And there's a good drive by Darian Jackson, who's coming on here of late, making some plays.
Darian able to make that basket.
Nice move on the paint there by Junior, and as I said earlier, they did a great job of crowding the paint, making it very difficult for us in the lane area.
That gave you a 20-18 lead, but now tied at 20. And Gino Artisan hitting one for you.
Yeah, and again, they went underneath the screen, and popped back. He was wide open in our horn set, and it's good to see him make some jump shots because Gino's a good shooter.
Here's your freshman, Elijah Joyner. Nice move, smooth move.
Yeah, he's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence himself as a freshman, and as we talked about last week, made some big shots against K-State.
Toward the end of the half, you kind of were able to inch that lead out to double digits.
The one thing, that was Corey Henderson on that drive, and he's become a dual threat. And the guy can shoot the ball, and the guy can drive the ball.
And just at the end of half, a really nice play on a tip away, and you're able to get that basket just before halftime. That gives you a 34-24 lead, and that was your halftime lead. Not a bad finish to the first half.
Not a bad finish, and you see our numbers are pretty good. 46% from the floor, 70% from the free throw line, and we had 46% from 3, so we shot the ball really well.
Yep, the Golden Hurricane again leading by double digits, and that lead would balloon a little bit as we go into second half play against Prairie View. The Hurricane, of course, meeting Prairie View for the 5th time, and they had won all the other meetings. And here we go in second half play. Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass, nice drive by Jaleel, and moving on drive there by Junior in terms of just darting to the open area as we're driving the ball.
Junior E2 with the basket, and again you can see the lead at 13, and that's a nice reverse layup by Wheeler.
Yeah, nice quick move, good finish using the rim, get that shot off.
The Golden Hurricane again up by 15 at this point. And boy, you talk about a layup maker. Sterling Taplin is as good at that as anybody on your team.
Yeah, and you can see here, for beginning of the second half, we got off to a really good start. playing well, got up to a 17-point lead right there.
And here you have Junior E2 waiting, and then when everything clears out, he goes ahead and makes the move, huh?
Yeah, nice jump hook. He can dribble to a post up. And Junior's really evolved his game that way and being able to score on all different levels.
Speaking of kind of evolving a little bit, that young man, Martin Zigbanu, really doing a nice job there.
Yeah, and good game against K-State, followed up with a nice job here against Prairie View.
And Darian Jackson gives you some nice minutes when he comes in.
Yeah, because he's athletic, he can drive the ball, and we need that at times where we put the ball on the defense a little bit. But nice skip pass by Gino too.
And good defense by the Hurricane. That fuels a little bit of offense for you.
A little bit of a tough pass, a little chancy right there, but real nice catch by Martins and finish.
And again, you're up by 15. They're kind of cutting into the lead some and kind of hanging in there. But you continue to get some plays, and that was a nice one by Carita.
Yeah, nice drive, nice finish by Lawson off of DHO. And then there come. They've made a couple tough shots in transition right there to get themselves below 10 and started playing with a lot of confidence here. And there's a contested three they made. As you can see, that cut it to 2.
And yeah, so that, well, actually down to 1, wasn't it? And you're getting down on the shot clock here with E2 getting swarmed and Gino Artisan, a huge shot for you.
Big shot, and we wanted to get our defense set after that. And, that was a great play by Junior. He felt that 3 guys around him, and found the open guy, and it was a big shot by Gino.
Yeah, didn't force it, and the Golden Hurricane winning by a final score of 77-73 when it was all said and done. And Junior E2 with another solid game. Corey Henderson is coming on, but I know that being able to hold on was important to get the win, and that's all that counts is getting that W, right?
Exactly, and we didn't play. There's stretches we didn't play well. But it was good to see us make plays down the stretch to win the game. I think Corey Henderson was 7 out of 8 from the free throw line. So that's what's most important this time of year is continue to do what you need to do to win the game.
And that sets you up for a Saturday game against Manhattan at the Reynolds Center. We'll have highlights of that game coming up next. We're back on the Frank Haith Show, and coaches, you get ready for Manhattan. Finals are over, so you take a big deep breath, don't you, a little bit?
Yeah, you do, a little bit. But we had good practice, knowing that Manhattan was a really good team, a team that picked to finish 2nd or 1st in their league, the MAC. Very talented, some veterans on their team. So we knew the challenge was going to be a big one for us on Saturday.
And if you thought Prairie View was good and they were going to give you a challenge, you felt Manhattan's a little bit better than the Prairie View team,
Yeah,
right?
just because they're older and they have, they have a team that they think can get to the NCAA tournament. I know Steve very well, and we knew they were going to come after us too with a lot of aggressiveness.
And speaking of aggressive, there's a really nice early move by Junior E2. He just continues to get better and better.
He's really confident and bouncy. Nice floater right here by Sterling. And, I thought he had a good floor game. I didn't think he played as well against Prairie View, but he was really, really good this game.
Joyner, high arcing rainbow. And the thing that you probably don't see, or you don't see that a lot in young players, is how high he gets on his jump shot.
He shoots a jump shot, and it was a nice pull and kick. Two plays back to back by Sterling. Getting in the paint area, finding open guys, and we need that for him.
Good aggressive play by Martin Zigbanu to make that play. And here's Junior E2 again off the good penetration.
Yeah, I think Sterling had 6 assists here in the first half, but it was a good penetration, nice pass, and obviously a nice finish. And Junior obviously showing his improved athletic ability.
And a nice cut by Darian Jackson. He does a nice job of running that baseline, doesn't he?
Yeah, you've got to be able to move on drives, and guys got to be able to deliver the ball when you play teams that pressure you, because you're going to have a lot of dribble penetration.
And the Hurricane trying to inch that lead out. They get it to 8 at that point with that jumper by Junior E2.
Nice flash in the mid post. Again, we threw it down the short corner. Good pass out by Martins, and Corey Henderson had a stretch here. It was really, really good.
Yeah, it became the Corey Henderson show down the backstretch of the first half as he made 4 three-point shots. But all of them seemed to be in part of the offense and in rhythm.
Yeah, he didn't have a heat check moment yet. They were all, like there. He passed it up, gave it back, and then got it. Again, you see him passing it, reversing it. And that was a good pass there to Junior, nice turnaround jump shot.
And Junior E2, of course, can shoot it from there, which makes him even more dangerous. And Speaking of dangerous, back we go to the man that was hot at the moment, and that was Corey Henderson, again in rhythm.
Yeah, that's a rhythm jump shot. You said it best right there. He just got his 1-2 step right into it.
Let's do it one more time, huh, Coach?
Yeah, nice throwback, and he was feeling good about it at that point in time.
Yeah, he would have 13 points at halftime for you, and you look at the shooting percentage, can't do a whole lot better than 65%, huh?
No, you shoot 65% from the floor, you're shooting 56% from three, and you're rebounding the ball. And every statistical thing that you want to see, 11 assists in the first half, you're having a great half. And then the defensive numbers, they shoot below 40%. And then 33% from three, so it was all in all a great half for us.
Absolutely. The Hurricane with the big lead at halftime, but of course the game is 40 minutes, and here's a good steal and a layup for Sterling Taplin again.
Yeah, first play of the second half, we had a nice defensive stand, and a good finish by Sterling there on that layup.
And Sterling would do it again with a nice hesitation move.
Recognizing the switch on defense and attacking the big man.
And so the Hurricane up by 20, that would be their largest margin. And boy, that's a terrific look by Elijah Joyner, isn't it?
And more you see a lot of these plays, Bruce, where we're moving on their drives, and we've got to be able to have that kind of movement, particularly on Tuesday when we play Oklahoma State.
That dunk, again, giving you a bigger lead at 17, and a good tip and a steal here.
Nice steal by Sterling, and again, another good layup finish.
So you're back up by 17. Manhattan played certainly a better second half than they did in the first half, so they kind of tried to stay with you.
They did, but I thought we were real consistent. Big shot here by Lawson. They had cut it to 11. Inside out play by Joyner, finding Lawson in the corner. I think he just checked in the game, and it was a big shot for him.
And again, they've knocked it down to 12. This is a really nice drive by Joyner, which sets everything up for you in a possible three-point play.
Movement on the drive. But obviously Joyner driving the big guy when he got switched out on it.
And that's that paint touch you're talking about, right?
Yes, nice D by Lawson, keeping the guy in front, their leading scorer, getting a deflection there and a nice pass ahead to Jaleel.
But again, they wouldn't go away. They knock it back down to 11 with about 6.5 minutes to play, and I thought this was an important play for Curran Scott. Yeah,
it was. I mean, nice drive and really acrobatic, tough shot. The guy bumped him and he threw it over almost like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar running hook there.
Well, he ended up completing the three-point play, and now down the backstretch, you're just keeping him at bay.
Yeah, and Joyner makes 5 threes against Kansas State. He comes back, only takes 1 3 against Prairie View. Against Manhattan, didn't take a 3, but everything was around the paint area.
Yeah, Corey Henderson, of course, had that great first half for you with 13 points, a couple of rebounds, as you see again. Junior E2 with a terrific performance. Your second best shooting performance of the year, 54.2%, and of course you hit the threes as well.
Yeah, efficient. We didn't take a lot of threes, and they played zone, but we were able to get in the ball in the paint against their zone and took threes that were open.
So the Golden Hurricane winning 80-66 over Manhattan, and that sets up a matchup on Tuesday against Oklahoma State. We'll be back with more on the Frank Haith Show in a moment. This is Baseline to Baseline with Elijah Joyner, a freshman who's one of the newest members of the University of Tulsa men's basketball team. Well, you chose Tulsa, so why TU?
I love what Coach Frank Haith stood for, and I love the culture that the basketball team had on my visit.
And what are the things that you've kind of realized is the big change in being a collegiate athlete? What are the things you had to kind of adapt to?
I probably would say time management and strength and conditioning mostly.
And are you in better shape?
Yes.
You take the number 3. Why?
I have 3 younger siblings, so I just felt like 3 would be a good number for me to wear.
So 3 makes sense. You're the oldest, right?
Yes.
What do you teach the younger ones?
Just stay focused. You can do anything that you put your mind to, basically.
What kind of impact do you think you'll have on this team this year?
I think I'll have a big impact. Just trying to lead as a freshman, and learning from a lot of the older guys.
Elijah, thanks for taking the time. Elijah Joyner joining us on Baseline to Baseline. Our Don Thornton feature segment on Baseline to Baseline. Boy, you see that young man, Elijah Joyner, and he continues to get better and better. And we recorded that a little while ago, and he talked about being a young leader, and he's been that for you, hasn't he?
He really has, Bruce. And I admire the young man because I know his background and where he comes from. But his parents have done a tremendous job raising this young man, and he's a tremendous leader already, but he is going to be an unbelievable leader during his time here at Tulsa.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to take a big shot, is he, like the Kansas State game, huh?
No, he's not, and he's not afraid. And I think the kid his basketball part of it is only going to get better because he's such a hard worker.
And the Golden Hurricane at 7-4, getting ready for the Tuesday game against Oklahoma State. But we want to go back in time a little bit and talk about giving back to the community, because ever since you've been here, I know that's been a big part of what you're all about and what your program is all about.
It is, and it's something we stress with our guys when they first get here. And this is a great event, and I was glad to be a part of it.
University of Tulsa getting involved this fall in what they call Lift Up for America, and Tyson Foods involved as well. Let's take a look at how the TU basketball program was involved in that.
Well, today is actually a great day for our student athletes as well as our coaching staff. We get a chance to give back. Being in a position that you're able to influence the community, you want to have a chance to give back. You want to show that you really want to do something for someone else and not expect any credit for it, not expect anything in return. So I think for our guys, it's really beneficial for them. They're blessed with a scholarship. They're blessed with meals every day. They're blessed with an opportunity to get better as young men and student athletes. But now they have a chance to bless others, and I think that's important for us.
We're just giving back to the community, all this frozen food that we have here. It's just we love our community because they support us so much, so we love to give back. It means a lot. I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I know that it's a struggle out in Buffalo, New York, so I always try to help back in my hometown and here as well, just because they treated me like family. So
it means a lot to me. It means a ton because I'm from this area. Actually, I went to school right across the street from the University of Tulsa, so just to have a chance to impact the lives of others, especially in this neighborhood, because my neighborhood and my community impact my life, and to have an opportunity to impact the lives of children and others that are less fortunate is just an awesome feeling, and we're really blessed to be in this opportunity to have a chance to do it.
We play such a big role in Tulsa that little kids look up to us, and it's just we love to help. So it's just all of us coming together as sports teams to help out is great.
I think they're understanding and appreciating their opportunity to be here and give time and energy to help others. I think it teaches them how to really appreciate what they have. A lot of people don't have the opportunity that they have, so it gives them an understanding that, hey, I'm blessed to be here today. I'm blessed to have this chance to give back, and I think it shows a lot of appreciation and gratitude for those guys.
We're back on the Frank Haith Show, a Tuesday game against Oklahoma State, and when this airs, it may be over by that time, but certainly a really important game for your team, a real big one to finish off your non-league season.
It is. It's just a great opportunity for our young guys, and we've already played 2 other Big 12 teams, and now we get another opportunity for a 3rd one. And that's kind of what we wanted to do, is play a challenging non-league schedule. We get to go over there and play a team that's very hot. They're coming off a tremendous win against Florida State down in Florida, so we know it's going to be a challenging game for us, but a great opportunity.
And the next home game will be the start of the American Athletic Conference season. I know everybody's all charged up about that. East Carolina comes in on the 28th, and get ready to go again, huh?
Yeah, we're excited about the start of conference, and I know it's starting early and early. It seems like every year, right after Christmas. But a great opportunity for our guys. We're getting closer and closer, hopefully getting Quan back too. So, but it's a tremendous opportunity for us to get started.
And of course, we want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to all the Hurricane fans, right?
Happy holidays.
Absolutely. That'll wrap it up for the Frank Haith Show. We will talk to you after the holidays and look forward to 3 games: Oklahoma State, ECU, and then Tulane. So long, everybody.
The Frank Haith Show, brought to you by Don Thornton Cadillac, Pepsi, River Spirit, TTCU, The Credit Union, Bill Knight Ford, and St. Francis Health System. The Frank Haith Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.